We came to TP about less than a year and a half ago, in January of last year. When we came, we didn't know what to do. It was absolute horror every single day. Um, just to tell about our daughter, what's really going on. The way it developed, it went through worse to hell. She ended up in emergency room, intoxicated with alcohol, to losing unconsciousness twice. She was crying and screaming and kicking. She felt trapped, and we tried to reason. We tried everything to approach from anger to you are grounded to every possible normal what we thought that our parents would deal with us, or everything that we know, that how we didn't know any other way. When we came to Avi, I was kicking and screaming myself because I need to understand. I just need to understand this was not enough for me. Like, why did Hashem do this to me? It's really affected every possible angle of my life. Shalom bias, my own, my emunah, my relationship with Hashem, my relationship with myself, my relationship with my daughter. She just locked me out, and she just pushed me out, and that's it. And same with my wife, literally expressing herself in a like, you're annoying. She made comments like, say about Jews, about her life, it was so much anger, it was so much bitterness, it was so much pain. And until we came to Avi, we didn't realize that it was all expression of pain that she's going through. And what we're looking at it in the wrong way. We're trying to figure it out how to fix it, rather than have the whole concept that something happened to this kid. She's in pain. I don't know what happened. Maybe trauma, maybe, I don't know, Gilgul. I have no idea. And it's not really a question to me or to Hashem. I just know that at this point, Hashem entrusted me with this. I have to protect her life, and I have to make sure that she is alive. That's my job right now. That's what I have to concentrate on myself. And guess what? We start following Avi. Avi gave a support unbelievable. I never seen anything like it. At any time, 4 o'clock in the morning, I spoke with him. We made a trip to Rome. It was sponsored by Avi. Anytime, anything that's sponsored by Avi. I mean, it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, in addition to everything that I'm seeing, and I'm just watching and observing this, but what we have is she's alive. She's with us. She's not suicidal. The emergency room is no longer there. She communicates with us. We do things for her, and she knows deep inside that we accept her. If we need to buy her some things to show her that we accept her no matter what, we do that. And whatever it is, what she needs, we're dealing with her as with a kid who is suffering, who is in pain. And our job is to minimize that pain until it becomes better. And I honestly do not feel that there's anybody or anything else out there that is able to support us the way TP supports us. Is growth tremendous. It makes you look into life and everything that surrounds you in a different light. You do your cheshbon nefesh differently. You see depth that you until now saw. It's like everything else is like trivial, and this is essence. This is what life is. It's all about, and it gets you so deep. And so so I'm grateful. I would never wish for somebody as a parent to have kid in pain. That would be cruel. But I am grateful that I'm here. I don't know. It's a paradigm. It's some sort of a paradox, but it's the reality. Right now, I know that with Avi, what happens is that every mitzvah, everything that we are saying, Avi is doing this over 20 years, and so many kids that we were just saying, so they were not suicide, did no one commit suicide, and so many saved, and how many mitzvahs are performing, and how many the Yiddish children are being born just because as a result of this shita, of this sugya that, we're taking approach, which is only makes sense after you analyze everything. It's just coming from chesed. That's it. No more Gebura. It doesn't work anymore. If you're a Kabbalist, you already know that the Tkufa is different. And so it's going to, it's the old approach stopped. That's it. It's no longer works. I'm extremely grateful for being here. And it cannot be any holier place than to give money to and saving Jewish soul. I just cannot imagine anything holier than that. Thank you.
Very emotional. Every parent that I started with, however far you got. So I have a flood of memories of all those painful conversations. And we spent a lot of private time, hours and hours and hours going through this. And besides for the training, I'm always trying to be there for the parents, besides for group, as much as they need. And it brings me back to the fear that we had and the incredible things that you did to make her feel safe at home. Things that no parent should have to do, but you did it. And Hashem will help her. And Mirza Hashem, she's going to continue to feel trust and feel that she's not homeless. She has a home. She has parents who love her. And that is the way to keep her out of the psych ward, keep her out of being suicidal, keep her off of dangerous drugs, let her start to make wise decisions, and to slowly draw her back in to be a part of the family, which is also Yismach Lev Mevakshe Hashem. That's the derech back to a life of Torah, as we all know. I just want to say that we had this week a terrible, terrible loss. We lost Reb Gershon Edelstein Zatzal. Reb Gershon was the leader of the generation at 100 years old, connection to the Chazon Ish. And I'm sure you've all seen the video where I went to him because he printed on his own how to deal with kids who are struggling and going off the derech. And I went into him with a big video camera. I asked permission, and we asked all the questions, many questions, and he was very, very clear. And what we're doing is we're following the derech of the Chazon Ish, Baal Shem Tov, and really all the tzaddikim. I have a compilation of over 6,000 divrei Torah and stories of tzaddikim. That's my next project that I'll be putting out, a book. It's called Raising Royalty. And the first chelik is coming out. We're sending it to print tomorrow. So it'll take a few months. And I'm going to be sending out a link actually to pre-order it. So that way people can get it hot off the press. My hope is that when people can read the stories, we could start to think like Gedolim thought instead of like Katanim. We should stop listening to the advice that creates tension. You gotta stop the kid, and you gotta control the kid. You gotta lock him out. Those are all looking at the problem instead of what can we do to heal the problem by making them comfortable, building trust, and winning in the long term, which Baruch Hashem we are.